Hi guys, let's see how to select the solar modules. Starting with type of solar modules available in the market. So there are three types: monocrystalline, multicrystalline. It is nothing but polycrystalline, and third one is a thin film technology. So let's see the characteristic change and its performance depending upon the properties. So taking with the efficiencies, monocrystalline has higher efficiency. It is about 17 to 18%, and taking with the multicrystalline it is 13 to 17%, and thin film it is having a less percentage in efficiency. And coming to the cost, monocrystalline has higher cost when compared to the both multi and poly, because it is taken it from a single crystalline of silicon. Coming with poly, it is moderate when compared to monocrystalline, it is less. Compared to thin film, it is a little high, and thin film it is low, very low when compared to both the poly and mono. Next is the area occupied per kilowatt. Coming with monocrystalline, it occupies less area because it is an higher efficiency. Uh, Take it an example, 2 by 1 module can generate 400 watt peak. Same with monocrystalline, it is less higher, so it is moderate. Comparatively, you can generate maximum of 350 watt with the same 2 by 1 module. Coming with thin film, it has an occupying area is quite higher. So more area is required for a minimum kilowatt. And coming with high performance temperature at performance, so monocrystalline operates its higher efficiency in lower temperature, so it cannot be operated in a higher temperature. Same as well as for a multicrystalline, operation is little poor. Coming with thin film, it can be moderate when comparatively to the mono and multi, so its performance at lower higher temperature is quite higher. And these are the key parameters to be noted for a selection of modules. So first thing is rated power at STC. STC is nothing but standard test condition. And next is the power rated tolerance. So rated power tolerance will be provided from the manufacturer, and module efficiency and normal operating cell temperature. It is nothing but NOCT. So this is the cell temperature during operation. This is normal temperature. And next is the maximum power temperature coefficient. This is quite important for a selection of modules. So let's see this one by one. Rated power at STC. STC is nothing but standard test condition. So every module manufacturer will be testing the modules under this condition. So what is this condition? The module should receive 1000 watt per meter square, and it should be in a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, and air mass it should be 1.5 AM. So this three conditions should be satisfied for testing the standard test condition of, and power output of solar module will be tested under this condition. So we will be getting a solar module of 335 watt peak, 340 watt peak. So all this watt peak of power will be calculated based on the on this condition. So all these three condition is quite important for an uh, power rating of a module. So and after the power rating, you need to calculate these parameters. So open circuit voltage of the module, short circuit current, and nominal power and current, voltage and power at MPP. And next thing is the power tolerance of the module. So power tolerance is nothing but plus or minus 5% it will be provided. So in case you take 300 watt peak solar module, its maximum power at STC will be 300 watt peak. So it may generate 305 or 295 watt power. So this is the plus or minus 5% of power and tolerance. So it may generate 305 or it may generate 295 watt power. So this tolerance will be provided in a data sheet. So ensure that the solar panel you have selected should always have a positive tolerance in a higher range. So it may have minus 3% to plus 5%. So go for a modules which have a positive tolerance. And next comes is the module efficiency. It is quite important. To select a module, you should have a higher efficiency. So for better performance. So that is in case you have selected a higher efficiency model, the electrical power output it given from the per meter square from the radiation received is quite high. That is quite important to select a module. Going with crystalline models, it ranges from 16 to 22, and thin film it ranges from 10 to 15. So we already seen the efficiency factors here. So efficiency it will be higher for monocrystalline models. So multicrystalline it will be 13 to 17, and thin film it will be very low. So that is the thing we have elaborated here. and look for modules with a higher efficiency. And next comes the NOCT. So NOCT is nothing but normal operating cell temperature. So whenever there is a rise in cell temperature above 25 degrees Celsius, there is a drop in performance of the solar module. So you cannot expect a 100% efficiency from the solar module after the rise in temperature. So the normal operating cell temperature has certain parameters. So the same with the STC we have seen the temperature and the radiation from the sun and from the air mass. So these three parameters is also affecting the normal operating temperature. So air radiation is 0.8 kilowatt per meter square and 20 degree of ambient temperature and average wind speed of 1 meter per second. So these are the parameters of which affecting the normal operating cell temperature. And next thing is the maximum power temperature coefficient. What is maximum power temperature coefficient? So I told you whenever there is a rise in temperature after 25 degrees Celsius, you will be having a drop in performance of the solar module. So what percentage of drop you will be expecting from the module? So that this factor will be defining the percentage of drop. So in case you have 25 degrees Celsius, that is 1 degree rise in temperature. So if the temperature rise by 1 degree, 0.5%, that is minus 0.5% of power will be reduced from the solar cell. This is the factor which determine the percentage of power drop from the solar module. Important things has to be noted for a modules. So that is the approvals from the manufacturer and the certificate from the solar manufacturers. So approvals and certificate is quite important to meet the minimum amount of performance and safety conditions in the solar module. For Indian, MNRE has followed certain IEC standards. For crystalline, it is IEC 61215. So IS 14286 for a PV module. It is for a crystalline silicon. And going for thin film, it is IEC 61646. And for a safety qualification, we have set an IEC that is 61730 part 1 and part 2. Next thing is quality salt mist corrosion testing. For this IEC 61701, IES 61701. So this test certificates has to be provided from the manufacturers. Don't forget to have this test certificate from the manufacturers. And going with warranty and guarantee for the solar modules, that is 90% of the rated power for the first 10 years should be provided from the manufacturer. So power of 90%, in case you have 100 watt peak of module, so 90 watt should be generated for the first 10 years and 80% of the rated power for the next 10 years. So it is preferable to check the warranty and the terms and conditions from the manufacturer. Thank you.